Another Bickford original. Beautiful. So today is really, really fun day for the music team. We're going to be featuring the music team as the guest artists today. And our soloists are Sherry Gaudette and Barry Siegel.
Yes!
And we're going to start with Blessing to the World.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and all you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and all you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and all you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world.
Up with Let the River Flow. We're happy to celebrate Earth Day. You'll notice a lot of Earth references in our themes today. And we're happy to have Rena and Tom with us.
Let the poor man say I am rich within. Let the lost man say I'm found within. Let the river flow. Let the blind man say I can see again. And let the dead man say I am born again. Let the river flow. Let the river flow. Let the river flow. the dead man say, I am born again. Let the river flow. Let the river flow. Oh, let the river flow. Oh, let the river flow. Oh, Holy Spirit, come and move in power. Oh, let the river flow. Oh, let the river flow. Holy Spirit, come and move in power. Let the river flow.
Let the river flow.
And let the river flow.
Let the river flow.
Oh, let the river flow.
Let the river flow.
And let the river flow. Oh, let the river flow. Oh, let the river flow. Oh, Holy Spirit, come and move in power. Oh, let the river flow. Oh, let the river flow. Oh, Holy Spirit, come and move in power. Let me hear you. Let the river flow. Let the river flow. Holy Spirit, come and move in power. Oh, let the river flow. Let the river flow. Holy Spirit, come and move in power. Let the river flow. And let the river flow. And let the river flow. And let the river flow.
Yeah, let the river flow. Brian Dozer. Nice. Thank you so much. If you are comfortable standing and joining the hand of the person next to you, we will sing our community song, Surely the Presence.
I do see glory on each face. I invite you, if you're comfortable, close your eyes. Just feel the hand in your hand. Feel the connection. Feel the energy moving through you, from you to the next person, to the next person. And in honor of Earth Day today, as we consider the trees and the leaves and the roots and the grass and everything that is interconnected, to understand that the atoms and molecules that make up everything in the universe are the same that make up us. That we are visitors here on this great planet Earth, just passing through, and as guests, we just honor and obey and appreciate everything surrounding us. And so it is. Amen. Good morning. Thank you for being here. I have the dubious pleasure of sharing the platform with Mickey Lucia, who's going to be facilitating, and my lovely co-leader of the prayer chaplain team, Rena David. So welcome, Mickey. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Unity on the River. My name is Mickey Lucia, and yes, I have the pleasure of helping to facilitate service with Tom Paolini and Rena David. Thank you so much. We're in for a treat. Let's say hi to the streamers. Good morning, streamers. Enjoying your coffee and your PJs. I hope. Jeepers. I hope you didn't dress up. Happy Earth Day, everybody. It's a very special day. Go out and hug a tree right after service. It's really fun. I actually enjoy doing that. So, anyone here for the first time, please raise your hand. Anybody here for the first time? Keep those hands up. We have a flower. We have a welcome packet. We have a brand new car waiting for, oh no, sorry. No, we didn't. We stopped that last year, didn't we? I'm sorry. You're a year late. We have a welcome packet. If you feel you'd like to fill that out. Anyone else? Everyone get their flower? Okay. There's an area called the Resource Center right in the bookstore. If you have any questions, fill that card out. You can bring it there. Thank you so much for joining us. You definitely enhance our service. I hope you enjoy the service. Okay, let's see. Oh, that flower gets you 10% off in the bookstore. So go shopping. We get some really cool stuff in there. Okay. Thank you so much for coming. Unity on the River is a center of celebration, transformation, inspiration, spirit-centeredness, oneness, and joy. Let's really hold that in our hearts as we say together our mission and our vision statements. So first, our mission statement together. We are a vibrant spiritual community that celebrates the presence in all and awakens humanity to its divinity. And once again, our vision statement together. Centered in love, we joyously co-create a world of oneness, peace, and harmony. And hopefully we can take that with us this week in our hearts. Some brief announcements. Community meeting is next Sunday right after service at noon. Actually, no, it will be right after service, so probably before noon. Come with any questions you may have. It's with Reverend Ogan and the board, so definitely a good time to bring anything up that you'd like to know about or just hear about what's happening. Today at noon in the Oneness Room, Carol Stringham will be doing her numerology and life purpose class. There's a love offering of $15, and I think I said noon in the Oneness Room. We have some spring cleanup dates. May 5th is the outside cleanup, which will be the meditation garden, which is going to start sprouting some beautiful bulbs that we all planted in the fall. I think it was in the fall. And May 12th, we have our recirculation day. I'm looking forward to this. It means people can bring items that are in good working order to recirculate as a community. So if you have any questions about that, you can talk to Peter Stringham. There'll be more information coming about that as well. And then on May 19th, we have an inside cleanup. So those are the dates, May 5th, May 12th, May 19th. Everything's online, everything's in the bulletin, and like I say, we will be talking about this more. And of course, we are excited to have Michael Murdad and Cindy Swall coming in May as guest speakers. Both will have workshops right after service. There are sign-ups for Michael Murdad's private sessions, and those sign-ups are available in the bookstore I know that's something that a lot of folks like to do ahead of time. Make sure you get those time slots because they do fill up. All right. It's now that time in our service where we look at each other and we see the divinity in one another. And we say, Namaste, with either a handshake or a hug. Namaste. And now let's welcome back Maura and the Unity Choir.
We have a really excellent harmony team with Sherry and Barry on one song, as well as the choir.
Here in our hearts we are called to hear our soul sing the one song. Here in our hearts we are called to hear our soul sing the one song. Sing the one song. Sing the one song.
Love came down as stardust bright, and it ruled a core with that radiant light. In the center of the fire it was spirit and force, and the eternal flame of love was born. Here in our hearts we are called to hear our soul sing the one song. Here in our hearts we are called to hear our soul sing the one song. Sing the one song. Sing the one song. And through the care of my mind's unrest, I love into being that joy so earnest. And in the arms of my Creator's bliss, I am one with you and the rest. Here in our hearts we are called to hear our soul sing the one song. Here in our hearts we are called to hear our soul sing the one song. Sing the one song. Sing the one song. Yet which song am I gonna sing with my life to create the illusion right before my own eyes? When I sit inside that silent breath, I see God's eye when I close out the breath. Here in our hearts we are called to hear our soul sing the one song. Here in our hearts we are called to hear our soul sing the one song. Sing the one song. Sing the one song.
call to hear our souls sing the one song, sing the one song, sing the one song.
Sherry Gaudette, Barry Siegel, and that choir. Great job, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maura, music team. Morning. So I don't think I'm here by accident on Earth Day. I have a few confessions to make. So I'm asking that you don't sentence me. I know you're going to judge me. So when I got out of high school, and my mother saw that I wasn't going to college, she gave me a want ad to go to school to become a tree cutter. There was an article, want ad for Scott Paper Company up in the woods of Maine. So I took the want ad, and they were hiring like 21 men, no women, to learn how to cut trees down and to run skidders in the woods. And so I took it, and I got accepted, and I learned how to clear cut forests so that they could make tissue paper so you could blow your nose. That's not the confession, that's just the setup to let you know that in my understanding of what I was here to be put on earth for, I was here to cut trees down. That was a short career because there was not a lot of money in it. But fast forward about, I don't know, 40 years, maybe 30. And we bought a little fixer-upper in Brentwood, New Hampshire. And it needed a lot of work. It had, we bought it at a foreclosure auction. And the kids were young. My son, I think, was 2. My oldest daughter was 6, 7, and my middle daughter was about 5 or 6. And so I was a mean man with a chainsaw. I could clear cut anything. I learned how to do this. And so the scrub brushes and the trees and the bushes that were in the way in the middle of the yard that were all overgrown, I just went to town, hacking everything out of the way that I could. But it wasn't too long after that day that I was doing all that clear cutting that my daughter came up to me and said, "Dad, you cut down our blueberry bush." I did? Yeah, Dad, it had blueberries on it. Now, I'm sorry. I did spare one that's doesn't have an abundance of fruit, but we did spare one in the backyard. But it's amazing how often I'm reminded of that even 20 years later, that, Dad, you remember when you cut down our blueberry bush? Yes, I wasn't aware of it at the time, but now I remember. So if I felt bad about that, which I do now, and I did then after I realized what I had done, I was listening to a talk by a monk that was a follower of Paramahansa Yogananda. Has everyone heard of Yogananda? Yogananda was one of the first spiritual leaders that came from the East over to the West to bring the self-realization fellowship to the United States and the teachings of the Eastern religions and the Eastern beliefs. And he brought Kriya Yoga, which was a method of mind, body, and spirit, and embodying it all and living a healthy and spiritual life that was in tune with everything, with all of life. And I've been a follower of Yogananda, even though he died in 1952, the year I was born. So a monk by the name of Brother Anna Demoy was telling a story that they were clearing a path, they were clearing, doing their yard work, clearing around the house of their master, the guru, Yogananda, and cleaning up the brush and the loose piles and whatnot. And this Brother Anna Demoy said that there was a tree in the path. It was a scraggly tree. It wasn't very attractive. It wasn't very good looking. And he knew that Yogananda was outside somewhere. But he said, I didn't see him, and I couldn't see him. So I thought that I'm going to get this tree out of the way so it's not in the path of his walkway. But I have to do it fast because if he sees me doing it, he's going to not let me do it. But I want to make it nice for him. So I started hacking at the tree with the shovel and just killing the roots and just chopping it down. And he said, all of a sudden, I hear, what are you doing? And he runs over and he says, you're hurting it, you're hurting it. And you knew you shouldn't have done it. And he says it was like he could read my mind. And he says, is it dead? And the brother said, it's almost dead. And so Yogananda looked at the tree and said, it will live. It will live. Just don't hurt it anymore. So Brother Anna Demoy said that he left the tree, and then every year thereafter he's paid a pilgrimage to it, and it did. It flourished and it lived. But the amazing part of the story was that Yogananda was so in tune with everything in life. And whether he could read Brother Anna Demoy's mind, or he felt the stress and the hurt from the tree, I don't know. But there was somebody that was doing some tests with that back in 1966 and up to the 80s. So about the time I was clear-cutting forest, a man by the name of Cleve Baxter, who was a CIA interrogator and did a lot of work with polygraph machines, lie detector tests. But his true passion and love was using these polygraph machines on plants. And so for fun, he hooked it up to a plant. And he realized that as soon as he hooked it up to the plant, that it got a reading. It got a reading on the polygraph machine. Now, the way polygraph machines or lie detector tests work on humans is the human is trying to cover up something, or they're afraid and they're trying to protect themselves, or they're feeling threatened in some way, is when the machine spikes. So that's why they ask a question to trip you up, but it measures a heartbeat, it measures the pulse, and if you're lying, unless you're really good at lying, it'll spike. So he was trying to get a rise out of the plant, and he tried tapping on the leaf and didn't do anything. He tried dipping the leaf in hot coffee. That didn't do anything. And so he walked away from the plant. He said he was about 15 feet away from the plant, and he got a thought, just a thought. I know. I'll get a match and I'll burn the leaf. And he said at that instant, the polygraph machine spiked. The plant reacted to the thought. He said, I have to write this down. I have to journal this. And on February 2nd, 1966, he wrote, it was as if the plant could read my mind. So he went on to do further tests with his polygraph machine in plants in all living things, whether it was the bacteria on the chicken or an unfertilized egg out of the refrigerator, and everything had a reading. He could make everything have a reading, and it didn't matter if he put the plant or the life inside a closed, sealed room, it would still get a reading. So it was no connection of energy, he said, that was a clear pathway. But he determined that when any life is threatened, that all life in the area or the environment reacts to it. All life. He said that all life, plants, everything, is aware of their environment. He went on to do further studies. He did a study with an astronaut named Brian O'Leary, and Brian O'Leary was also a NASA scientist. And they did a test with his DNA, his saliva, and they put it in a petri dish and hooked it up to the polygraph machine. And Brian O'Leary got in a car to go to the airport. He was going to see his son. So he left San Diego to fly to Phoenix, a distance of 300 miles. And during his travel to the airport, he encountered traffic. And so he was journaling his emotions during the time, and he felt stressed during traffic. He felt like he was going to be late. He felt angry at the other drivers. When he got to the airport, he almost missed his plane. And all of those reactions, as he wrote in his journal, the emotions that he was feeling, got a reading from his DNA that was 300 miles away. Your thoughts matter. What you think matters. Your emotions matter. You matter. The plants matter. So, with Cleve Baxter's work, and as he was about to take a bite of his sandwich, the plants and all of the things that he hooked up to the polygraph machines got spiked. We felt threatened. Well, how do I eat? How do we eat? But he realized that when I express gratitude and give a blessing to the food before I cook it, and I bless the earth that provided the food, and I bless all of the people that may have played some part in preparing the food, that all of the life remained calm. They felt no threat. It was as if he logged in. It was as if they accepted their role in my nourishment and providing food for me. So, even this murderer of the blueberry bush can find redemption to know that I can offer love, that I am forgiven. I know my kids have forgiven me. They just like to remind me. That I was just unconscious, like Brother Anna Demoy with his guru, Yogananda. And that I need reminders every once in a while. I need reminders. That's what I love Earth Day. So today, Rena David, my co-leader, and the prayer chaplains have prepared a meditation, and the meditation is from 15 of the different religions that have a prayer of gratitude and blessing of how to bless the earth and how to take care of it and how to honor it. So just prepare yourselves for meditation and enjoy the readings. Thank you.
Without earth, there is no rain. And without rain, the earth cannot endure. And without either, humanity cannot exist.
St. Francis of Assisi reminds us that our common home is like a sister with whom we share our life, and a beautiful mother who opens her arms to embrace us. This sister now cries out to us because of the harm we have inflicted on her by our irresponsible use and abuse of the goods with which God has endowed her. The urgent challenge to protect our common home includes a concern to bring the whole human family together to seek a sustainable and integral development, for we know that things can change.
And Allah has sent down rain from the sky and given life thereby to the earth after its lifelessness. Indeed, and that is a sign for people who listen.
We cannot segregate the human heart from the environment outside us and say that once one of these is reformed, everything will be improved. Man is organic with the world. His inner life molds the environment and is itself also deeply affected by it.
When we respect the environment, then nature will be good to us. When our hearts are good, then the sky will be good to us. The trees are like our mother and father. They feed us, nourish us, and provide us with everything: the fruit, leaves, the branches, the trunk. They give us food and satisfy many of our needs. When we accept that, we are part of the human family.
If the foundations of living are strengthened and are economically used, then nature cannot bring impoverishment. But if the foundations of living are neglected and used extravagantly, then nature cannot make the country rich.
Supreme Lord, let there be peace in the sky and in the atmosphere. Let there be peace in the plant world and in the forests. Let the cosmic powers be peaceful. Let the Brahman, the true essence and the source of life, be peaceful. Let there be undiluted and fulfilling peace everywhere.
I know people love cities, and there are a few I like, but my hope is that people will start once again to cherish the literal soil of our planet, to feed it every good thing that they can, and to ask it with great devotion and meaning to continue to sustain us.
Ahimsa, nonviolence. This is a fundamental vow and runs through the Jain tradition like a golden thread. It involves avoidance of violence in any form, through word or deed, not only to human beings, but to all nature. It means reverence for life in every form, including plants and animals. Jains practice the principle of compassion for all living beings at every step in daily life.
Treat the earth well. It was not given to you by your parents. It is loaned to you by your children.
We are Earth, with carbon, nitrogen, and phosphorus making up our bodies one day and incorporated into mountains the next. We are air, giving food to the trees and grasses when we exhale, and breathing in their gift of free oxygen with each breath. We are fire, burning the energy of the sun, captured and given to us by plants. We are water, with the oceans flowing in our veins, and the same water that nourished the dinosaurs within our cells.
Return the thing given to the human as a gift of nature to its original place.
Air is the guru, water is the father, and earth is the great mother of all.
Humanity follows the earth follows heaven, heaven follows the Tao, and the Tao follows what is natural.
We affirm and promote respect for the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part. Source of sound, in the roar, in the whisper, in the breeze and the whirlwind, we hear your name.
Inviting Barry back to solo on this meditation song. This is There's a Healing Going On.
Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. And I say, oh, rock my soul. And I say, oh, rock my soul.
Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. And I say, oh, rock my soul.
And I say, oh, current runs deep, baptized in the one, where there's no separation, and the light is all we see. Honoring all of our differences, then love will set us free.
Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on.
And I say,
oh, rock my soul.
And I say,
oh, rock my soul. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on.
And I say, oh,
rock my soul.
And I say,
oh, rock my soul.
Barry Siegel and Sherry Garnett, thank you so much for the choir.
Thank you so much. Tom, thank you for your stories as always and your message. Pretty cool stuff. Makes me think twice now about lots of things. Chaplains, thank you so much for that beautiful meditation. And as we say here, we also would like to let you know that we have 4 chaplains that are here in the corners. Would you stand if you're able? These folks are here for you if you would like to say a prayer with them after service, or if you have something you want to share of gratitude, just see them right after service. Thank you so much. We also have a home and hospital program. I know Catherine and Nancy are here. Could you stand? Or Catherine, you can put your hand up. If you have somebody that's in the hospital or at home that's not able to come out, you can see these beautiful souls. They'll come and say prayers and do whatever's needed. Annie Houghton is also a part of that. She'll be back with us soon. If you have a prayer request, we have the prayer box in the back, as you saw. Just submit your prayers there. We have forms in the back. Or online, there's a phone number you can call. You can leave a prayer request that will be prayed over and then actually sent to Silent Unity for some more prayer, which is very powerful. So now let's get our tithes together for the tithes and affirmations. And as we put those tithes together, let's say our offerings affirmation together. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Thank you.
So we bless these gifts, knowing that they are given freely and openly with love, generosity, openness. Knowing that these gifts go out to help support Unity on the River and their mission, and also go out to tithe to local communities, local services, as well as help supporting the Unity mission. And to this we say thank you, and so it is.
So much goes into making these services, so a big, great thank you for all of those that work to help bring Sunday service to all of us. Big thank yous to everybody. Also, we have some special angels this week we'd like to say thank you to. Nancy, Peter, and Michael. And this week's teams that we'd like to say thank you to are live stream team, hospitality team, prayer chaplain team. Hey, hey, hey. Good timing on that one. Got you all right here. And Sunday greeters and ushers team, thank you all. And even the other teams, thank you so much for all that you serve. If you're interested, there's so much that you can do. And let me tell you, serving is very selfish because it's so good for you. So just see Peter or go to the resource center, which is in the bookstore, for any questions. Also, board members, please stand. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your service. These folks, plus others, and Ogun will be back next week afterwards for the community meeting. So if you have any questions or anything you'd like to bring up, please join us right after service. And now, one of my favorite songs that we do in service, Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
Got it. Ain't no mountain high, no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. Now if you need to call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far, don't worry, baby. Call my name, I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, 'cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you. 'Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you. Now if you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far, don't worry, baby. Call my name, I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, 'cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you. 'Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me for the choir. Pat, raise your hand. Pat, Laurie, Holly, Judy, Sherry, and Barry today, our soloists. Woo! Lisa, Brad, and Laurel. Great stuff. Thank you so much.
Maura and the band.
Keith Bickford, Steve Chigueras, and Mike Gruen hanging out on
What
that
music? Thank you.
That's a good time.
Rita Mara Lynch.
Thank you, Barry Siegel.
One last thing before we let the kids in. We've got Spring Fling tickets on sale in the bookstore starting today. Get your tickets. It's going to be great. Excellent. All right, where's those kids?
All right, here we go.
We are walking at the light of God. 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 We are walking, we are walking. Oh, we are walking at the light of God. We are walking, we are walking. Oh, we are walking at the light of God.
Good morning. I feel really fortunate. We have a lot of great families, but Matthew and Lena do so much. Lena did this whole Earth Day thing for us today, and we picked up trash, and it's really awesome how we all work together, and fill in the gaps is awesome. And then, of course, Sarah and Renee and Becca, like this whole thing wouldn't happen as it does without these two families. So I feel really grateful. And this coming weekend, we're heading to Raleigh. We have a huge group of people heading from Amesbury to Raleigh down in Maryland. Thank you for everybody that donated to the 50/50 and our jewelry sales and all different things. We really appreciate it. Michael Mooney won the 50/50, and he generously donated it back to the kids. And he's joining us at Raleigh. He has no idea. That's it. Thank you so much. We just love collaboration that's happening.
Beautiful.
Let's rise and sing our peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Family all are we. Let's walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Ready?
The light of God surrounds us.
We are the light of God.
The love of God enfolds us.
We are the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
We are the power of God.
The presence of God watches over us.
We are the presence of God.
Wherever we are, God is, and all is well, and we are richly blessed. Woo-hoo!
Thanks so much to Brian Dozier today. He's going to take us out.
Oh, let the poor man say, I am rich within, and let the lost man say, let the river flow.
Yeah, that's how we do that. Thanks so much, gang. Happy Earth Day.
Should be automatic. Okay. You don't have any.